Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Welcome to your 10th class speaking skills. And last time we have talked about a lot of cultural notes, and also we have talked about, we have covered a lot of vocabulary. And I want you to memorize this vocabulary. Again, I want you to memorize all of these vocabularies and understand them. You're an English student, and you have to have a lot of words and expressions. And these expressions, by the way, are very common. It's good for you to understand how to use them, because you will actually teach English later on, or maybe go outside to complete your higher education. Okay, in the last class, we have the last slide. That was a short quiz. Hopefully, you have done it. And I know some of you may say, well, I don't know. That's fine. Today, we're going to discuss the quiz very quick. Before we start our class, let us first start with the quiz itself. Before we actually know the elements of the class, let us do it together. This is kind of a quick quiz about the customs and traditions in the United States. Okay, the first situation, someone tells you that's a nice sweater. You say, thank you. Oh, no, really, it's very old. Would you like it? So what should be your answer? We say, thank you. Sometimes in the Arab word, we may say, this one or this one, right? But the right answer is this one. Okay, your teacher sometimes sits on her desk. You think she is not polite, she is not very serious and about teaching. It's not strange. So the answer should be, it's not strange. It's not strange to see your teacher sitting on the desktop. Okay? Number 3. Someone has invited you to a party at 8. It's probably best to arrive a few minutes before 8, at 8 exactly, a few minutes after 8. And I guess it's probably a few minutes, like 5 minutes before 8. Okay? But there, they used to get there, it's probably best to arrive, at exactly 8, not a few minutes before, because their people are very punctual. They really respect the time. Unfortunately, some of us, not all of us, they are not punctual. And this is a very bad habit. Please, if you have this habit, just avoid it. Try to develop in your bad qualities. It's really bad to be not punctual. For example, if I told you we have, for example, a live session in one day at what time? Do not be late. Just come on time. Try to join us on time. Okay, this is actually a very important aspect. It's a human nature to be punctual. It's a human nature not to be lazy. So please be punctual. Remember this. Be punctual. Punctual to all of us. Not only to your professor, to your friend, also to your studying. For example, if you have decided to study or read on one day at, for example, 8 o'clock, and something else happens, which is less necessary, less important, you have to study, and you can delay the less important stuff till others day. Okay? Let's go to number 4. You have a business appointment for 10:30. It's probably best to arrive at 10 to 25 to 10:30, 10:30 to 10:45, at 11. For the business appointment, it's probably best to arrive at 10:25, 10:30. 10:25, 10:30. And I guess here you have to, yeah, this is the answer. Number 5, you go out to lunch with an American friend. So you're going out now with an American friend to a lunch. Who pays? You pay, him? First of all, your friend pays because lunch was a suggestion, or maybe you both pay, or C, you pay because you are a little older than your friend. So your choice should be you both pay. I know some of you say, well, no, this is not good. Well, see, in cultures, when we talk about cultures, we should come to know that there is no culture better than other culture. No culture is better than any other culture. Okay? But we have some similarities and we have some differences. فليس هناك ثقافة أفضل من ثقافة، لكن في هناك تشابهات واختلافات. In most cases, all people are alike. Maybe the people in different cultures, they eat different food. Maybe they dress in a different way. They have different clothes. Maybe they speak different languages. But believe me, when it comes to the way we are thinking for our future, we are alike. When it comes to the way we think of our children's future, I guess both of us are alike. Alike means similar, same. When it comes to the things that make you and them, or us and them, crying or laughing, I guess we are alike. So, because we are human beings. Okay? Let us move to number 6. Your American friend comes to your house for dinner. She had already eaten one serving food. You say, would you like some more? She says, no thank you, it was really delicious, but I'm full. What do? Ask her 2 or 3 more times, as we do, and say, are you sure? Well, if you change your mind, please help yourself. Or C, put some more food on her plate. What you should do is B. Last week, you had a short conversation with your American friend. He said, let's get together sometimes for a movie or dinner or something else. I will give you a call. But he hasn't called. What do you think? Nothing is strange. He is not polite. He is not called because he has a problem. You should think this way. He hasn't called because he has a problem. Number 8, your American neighbors are rich, but their 2 children who are in high school work part-time. One of them does babysitting on weekends. The other helps neighbors with the gardening on Saturdays. Your neighbors probably are bad parents, care more about money than they care about their children, love their children, are teaching them to be independent. And I guess here the answer is C. Your parents love you and they want you to learn how to be independent. So all of these questions are related to the American cultures. In some way, how there is something similar to us happening right here. But again, we have different cultures, we have different customs and traditions. No one is better than the other. But however, if you want to go to the United States, you need to learn these habits. You need to learn these customs. Because if you go there, you have to assimilate with the culture. You should learn about the culture by visiting it. You shouldn't sit at home just alone and listening to Arabic music. You need to listen to people. Okay, go back, go out to streets, try to walk, try to work as well, try to talk. All of these are important for you as English learner. For today, we're going to cover, after this interesting quick quiz, we're going to talk about vocabularies again. We have also something about the stereotypes. Do you remember the stereotype last class? That was an interesting advice, right? And then we have a reduction exercise, or maybe kind of hints. We have also some expressing emotions. Last time we had actually kind of an exercise regarding how to express emotions and how to use them. Today also we have the intonation, the understanding of it, intonation, people's intonation when they are happy and unhappy. And also we have a short talk about how to make an appointment. An appointment with your friend, an appointment with your boss or manager in the company. Okay? Let us now move on and start with some of these vocabularies. Which definitions on the right matches the word on the left, puts its letter on the line. Anthropologist. مين هو الanthropologist? Anthropologist is the person who studies human culture and its development. Research. Research. Research, it means to study. Okay, research هي معناها studies, أبحاث. Tend to. Tend to means be likely or probable to. To argue, to fight with words. Turn, it means chance to do something. This is my turn. معناها دورك, دوري, دوره. So turn, it means to a chance to do something. So all of these are easy things to memorize. Try to memorize. Every day you should have at least 5 new words. You need to add all of these words into your dictionary, your personal dictionary, because many questions will be about how to get a meaning from the context, or what does this word mean. Do you remember Dobra Tanin? She was talking somewhere about the marriage and if there is a difference between men and women. I guess you have taken this, you've known this woman actually this man, you've read something about his ideas in the past, maybe in the second or the first or maybe the second year. First of all, like Dobra Tanin, Dr. Aaron Bank has, Dobra is a female, okay? Like her, Aaron Bank has made use of studies by anthropologists Daniel Maltz and Ruth Barker. In his book, Love is Never Enough, Beck summarizes some of the differences that have found in the communication styles of men and women. This is very interesting. So here we have some researchers, they are doing some studies to find out the differences between how the men speak and how the women speak. كيف تحكي المرأة وكيف يتحدث الرجل. First one, in a conversation between man and woman, the woman asks most of the question because she wants to keep the conversation going. Women see conversation as a way to get closer to another person. Men see conversation as a way to exchange information. Women think if you don't ask, if I don't ask, he will think I don't care. Men use the men think that if she wants to tell me something, she will tell me. I don't need to ask. See the difference now. Men would like to ask, and if she doesn't ask, it means that I don't care. Like in men, if she doesn't want to ask, if she doesn't tell me anything about her, then she doesn't want to ask. Women use the pronouns you and we more than men do. Men state more facts and opinions than women do. If there are problems in a marriage, women feel the need to discuss these problems with their husbands. They think everything will be okay if we can just keep talking. In marriage, many men do not like to discuss problems. They prefer to find a quick solution. They think we are in a serious trouble if we have to keep talking about it. So can you see the difference between men and women? Here we have a kind of a comprehension check. You can use it by just for fun, you know, in general. Who asks most of the questions, men or women? If you go back, you will find that women actually talk more and ask questions more than men. Who uses the word we, you, and we a lot? I guess women. They use the we and you a lot. Who asks questions mostly to get information? Oh, before that, who thinks questions keep a conversation going? Women. Who ask questions mostly to get information? Women. Who makes more statements of facts or opinion? Man. Who thinks it's important to talk over problems? I will leave these two for you as a homework now. And I want you to go back to the last slide and find an answer to these questions. Okay? Try to check this comprehension. This is a very interesting comparison between how the women communicate and how the man communicate, and it gives you some examples. So this is a very interesting topic. Try to answer the questions by yourself. Let us talk a little bit about the stereotypes, and here also you need to become aware of your stereotype. And also we said that you need to be open-minded about changing them. This is extremely important in the academic mode, as you saw in chapter 5. We have talked about chapter 5 last time, right? A stereotype is an oversimplified idea about a group of people. In other words, it is too general to be correct. A stereotype might have some basis in reality, but it is mostly wrong. ممكن يكون شوي منها صحيحة، لكن بشكل أكبر هي خاطئة. So please avoid it. Stereotype might have some basis in reality, but it is mostly wrong. A stereotype often begins with the words all. All Jordanians are poor. All Saudi Arabians are rich. أي كلمة تبدأ في all أو أي عبارة تبدأ في all, most of it is wrong, is incorrect. Okay? Many people have certain stereotypes about gender. All women, all men. Before we can break our own gender stereotypes and begin to see people clearly, we need to identify what stereotypes we actually have. هذا بنستخدم كثير في حياتنا. All women are crazy. All men are crazy. All women are lazy. All men are lazy. All of these are stereotypes. They are mostly incorrect. They are wrong. Every statement start with all is mostly wrong. So try to understand this academic advice. Try to invest it. Here we have reductions. It's actually for the last class we haven't taken any of the reductions. Today we have new stuff for the reduction. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of. So out of becomes ata. Get out here. Get out of here. Okay? Get out of here. Get out of here. Give me that book. Give me. It becomes give me. Give me that book. give me that book. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. I don't know. Don't know becomes don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You like it, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? You like it, don't you? Don't you? You like it, didn't you? You liked it, didn't you? Didn't you? Didn't you? Didn't you? هذول مهمين بدي تحفظوهم. أنا بحكي عن الشورت فورمز. بدي تفهموا الشورت فورمز. تحفظوهم كيف شكل كل واحد. لأن في الامتحان أنا I'll be having some situation and I will ask you what is the reduction form, what is the correct short form, what is the correct reduction. So you need to pay attention. Okay, so for example let me ask you لأن أخذت you لازم تكون يا. let me ask you ممكن تكون جملة كاملة فيها reductions وتجيكم في الامتحان. فلذلك ركزوا على short forms. Okay. Expressing emotion. Here are some sentences that mean say in the listening passages. You can find it in chapter 6. So you should answer the questions after you're listening to the audio. Are these emotional stations or not? What do you think? However, the most important thing for me is to understand these examples. If you saw, for example, a wonderful thing, something you like or amazing, you can use these examples, expressions, to express your emotion. Okay? Expressions like, beautiful sunrise, dear. That's a nice dress. This is the happiest day of my life. Tickets for the Olympics. So all of these are expressions of happiness, okay, of emotion. For today, the understanding of it is going to be about paying attention to people's intonation, not just their words. أحيانا, some, especially the learners, English learners, they usually pay attention to the words themselves. But actually, you need to pay attention to the intonation, تنغيم, of these words, the rhythm. In English, people show emotion with intonation. They show emotion with intonation. When they are enthusiastic, excited, or very happy, their voices go up. When on stressed words, it's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. لاحظوا كيف. إذن I am very happy. It's really wonderful. When كان stressed words, really wonderful. فلاحظوا الموجة تاعت الصوت up, up, they goes up. They goes up on the stressed syllable. هنا في القمة really جاءت هنا وwonderful جاءت في القمة الثانية. So it's really wonderful. هذه القاعدة الأولى اللي لازم تفهموها. هذه القواعد في الانتونيشن مهمة جدا أيضا لأنها ممكن تجي في الامتحان. ممكن أسألك if an English speaker is happy, how does his voice looks like? How does his voice intonation looks like? How does his intonation look like? You need to say their voices goes up. However, when people are not very enthusiastic or not very happy, their voices usually don't go up. They don't go up. In the example, for example, it's really wonderful. لكن في اختلاف لما حكيت it's really wonderful. It's really wonderful. See the intonation of my voice is just going normally. Normally. ما في goes up. ما في. So when they are not enthusiastic, يعني مش مهتمين or مش فضوليين لأي مسألة, okay, that's fine. We are going to the beach. We are going to the beach. We are going to the beach. لاحظوا, going to the beach كانت عاليات. لكن كيف الإجابة حتكون؟ Wow, that's wonderful. لكن we are going to the beach. It's okay. That's fine. Have fun. لاحظوا كيف the intonation of my voice express the intention of the people. نوايا الناس. Okay, the feelings. When a person likes another person and wants to be friendly, the voice usually goes up. Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, hi, how are you? So if you like this person, you will speak this way. كيف الحال? Oh, hi, how are you? لكن when a person doesn't feel very friendly towards someone, so, oh, hi, how are you? So the voice was very normal. Even in Arabic we have the same intonation, right? So you need to pay attention to these rules, okay? And please apply it to your tongue. Try to use it. Try to make a conversation with yourself. Okay, sometimes you like yourself and other times you hate yourself. Okay, that's kind of funny, you know, situation. B, when a person shows quite sincerity, شو يعني sincerity? Honesty, true feelings. The voice might not go up much. ركزوا على كلمة much. But there is a probably small pause between words or words groups. For example, if you want to say he's لاحظوا كيف كم وقفت. He's a great friend. He's a great friend. So how many pauses we have? 2. In this case, you are very sincere. لكن he's very great. He's a very great friend. You're not sincere. It's a wonderful class. This is not very true feelings. You're just saying that. How is the English class? It's very good class. It's wonderful class. These are not true feelings. It's really good class. It's really a wonderful class. See, when you have a pause, you are sincere. You're thinking. You're actually moving your emotions. So that was for the expressing emotions. And now, our last, or maybe we have a little bit few stuff to discuss, but this is our last major point right here, making an appointment. When you make an appointment, both the speakers need to agree on the time. صح? You need to agree on the time. What you can say, if the other person suggests a time, then it's not possible for you. You can say several stuff. So if you disagree with someone on time, you need to give him a response. Like yes, no. We have some polite responses if you disagree with someone on the time. For example, could I make an appointment for an interview? Yes, of course. How's Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock? هذا حوار بين A و B. Could I make an appointment for an interview? Yes, of course. How's so B agrees with A on the time. Okay? لكن ممكن sometimes you disagree. شو لازم تحكي? No, I can't come. لا, this is incorrect. You need to say, I'm afraid, for example, I have a class at that time. I'm afraid I'm busy. I'm afraid I can't come. Could we make it in the afternoon? Sure, how about 3? Great. So there is a kind of charisma how to respond when you make an appointment. So pay attention to this kind of situation. You need to pay attention to your responses when you decide the time with others, whether you agree or disagree. And by the way, most of us are shy when they ask a question. هذا خطأ. Do not be shy about asking for a different time or day. Okay? Here we have kind of an outline for how to create a conversation. You can work with a partner. This is what you can find in your book. One student is A, another is B, and you can take a role and have a conversation. Choose words from this list, and you can choose different words from these. Could I make an appointment with a counselor, with a doctor? Yes, of course. How is a Friday at 3 o'clock? Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't come that day. Could we make it in a little later or different day? Oh, sure. We can fit you in Friday afternoon, for example, or maybe how about Thursday? Oh, great. See you then. هذا هو حوار how to make an appointment. So I want you to understand the steps, the skills of how to disagree and how to agree on the time. This is kind of an outline. You can read it and make a conversation, a quick role play between A and B. Learn how to respond to a negative. Now we are talking about negative statements. Or questions. Learn how to respond to negative question. Or more specifically, a negative statement with intonation that goes up at the end. Okay? People often use statement word order to ask a negative question if they think the answer will be no. Their intonation goes up here. Okay? Here's another kind of example. Question. You don't have one? لاحظوا كيف صوتي ارتفع في النهاية. هذا بنسميه negative question. You don't have one? In many languages, like in our language, we say yes. Like in English, you should say no. Okay? You don't have one? No, I don't. مش yes, I don't. In English is different. يعني أنت يعني لا ما معك؟ نعم أنا لست معي شيء. ما معك شيء؟ نعم ما معي شيء. لاحظوا نعم ما معي شيء يعني إيجاب نفي. لكن في الإنجليزي you don't have one? No, I don't. إذا حكيت yes, I don't هذا illogical غير منطقي في مفهومهم. So هذا negative question أو negative statement. The answer should be no, I don't. مثلا, the main language of Quebec is not English? No, it's French. It's not strange to experience culture shock? No, it's normal. Osaka isn't the capital of Japan? No, it's Tokyo. مش بتحكي yes, it's Tokyo. Men do not usually talk much at home? No, just in public. Women do not usually talk much in public? No, just at home. English is not easy? No, it's not easy, it's hard. Right? So the answer should be no. معناتها it is not easy, لكن it's hard. Okay? So, do you know now how to respond to negative statements, to negative questions? Please say yes. B. You should show surprise in a negative questions. You show surprise in a negative question if your intonation goes down low and then up high at the end. You don't have one? No, I don't. لاحظوا هذا بنسميها surprise. Okay, so this is how can you make a surprise. Your intonation goes down, then goes up. No, I don't. See, this is how can you express or show a surprise in English. I know you're smiling now. It's good. Here we have kind of examples, and I want you to do all of these examples by yourself. Just practice the how to show surprise. Okay? Promise you will do it? I hope so. Okay? So these kind of homework and practice. And this is a smiling face for you. Okay. See, sometimes a person thinks that the answer to a question will be no, but the person is not right. They understand the situation. Now, a person thinks the answer to a question will be no, but that person is not right. How do you answer? For example, you don't have one. Yes, I do. Okay? So it's very important to stress the affirmative verb in the answer. Yes, I do. You don't have one. Yes, I do. لازم تعمل stress على do. فهو كان يفكر إن الإجابة no، لكن أنت بدك تحكي له لا. Yes. تحكي له yes, I do. You don't have one? Yes, I do. Have you been in Saudi Arabia? Yes, I have. And here we have the last slide for today, and it's a vocabulary, and it's important to memorize. Remember, English students, they should memorize always vocabularies. Upper management, it means F, higher ups and bosses. Firm, it means cooperation. Issue, it means a point to discuss. Seminar is a class study specific subject. Blunt is pushy, ready to attack. To buffer, it means to make something less shocking or unkind. To jibe, هذا important word, مهم جدا. To match, to agree with. Assertive, it means very confident about one's own opinion. Aggressive, which is the first one, not trying to be polite or nice. So by here, I want you to understand the reductions, the vocabularies, and also the intonations. All of these are included in the final test. You may have some questions about them. Hopefully you get the idea. Please make very critical comments on the Blackboard forums. في المنتديات. I want you to be active. Do not be lazy. Okay? Thank you so much for now. And I will see you later. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.